Yow! Welcome back to
C-130
Lips.
beating up them lips.
I am, of course, Dylan, and today we are taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movies Leonardo from Playmates Toys. Just got this sucker delivered today. Pre-ordered them when they came out, and then was told the delivery dates were pending, and then I got told it was showing up. I had since been to a couple of stores and the pegs are cleaned out. Clarify a couple of things here. I don't believe that we'll have any trouble finding these figures. The movie doesn't even come out till August. I expect we'll be seeing them on shelves for a hot minute. Playmates is pushing it pretty hard. Turtles have always been big, and they are bigger than ever. And then, of course, the Playmates releases, $9.99. These are kids' toys. My avenue is typically the adult collectibles. What's a toy? What's your definition of a toy? All this stuff, it's all toys to me, but some people get offended at that term. A jet ski, people might say, is a toy. You know what I mean? This is a toy. Today we're going to take a look at it, break it down, give you something of a review so you can see for yourself if you want to buy this for yourself or children. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of people, it's a harder pill to swallow. Your NECA equivalent, they'll get a hold of this stuff at some point, but a NECA turtle might cost upwards of $40, $36.99 or some nonsense. I would buy those for my children if I had children, but I do not. So I guess I have $36.99 to spend on a toy for myself. But I can certainly see the appeal of buying the $10 ones for your kids. These look neat though. It's got the weapon sprue, a little turtle. For what you're getting here, it seems pretty kickin'. Let's get closer. They mangled the card a little bit. I could have unboxed it on the thing. I was just excited. I was talking to a friend about a different one, and no kidding, this one showed up. But perfect excuse to open the thing. I like the card art. Aren't we looking closer at that? Look, you get the cool cross-sell on the back here. This is what you want to see the rest of these things. Honestly, though, these are renders, so it's not what you want. That's stupid. That's stupid. We want to see the toys. You want an idea of what the toy looks like. But you do get this little file card here. Maybe I'll cut that out for old time's sake. For now, though, look, it's got a little paper tie in there, and they got a shovel head up his butt. I don't know what that's about. That removes very easily, though. Oh, and then there is a piece of plastic holding in the weapon sprue. How odd. Break that free of its housing, and we'll go ahead and inspect that a little bit. That is cool. You get kunai and a dagger, shuriken, ooze canister, pizza slice, a metal pizza slice. Gone forever, baby turtle. Look, and they got these all plasticed in, too. Somebody mentioned nail clippers, but, sure, let's just take the razor blade to it. Boom! No kidding, there I was, probably 9 years old. X-Men Mutant Hall of Fame. It was the Toy Biz X-Men on these little tiered shelves. Just like a little display, and I liked it. They had taken the action figures and glued the joints and glued them to the thing. But my little brother had one, and he wanted the figures off of there, so my dad was slicing them off with a razor. And I happened to walk into the living room right as he slices through Apocalypse's peg on the bottom of his foot and into his thumb, and the blood just shoots across the room. I was like, ah! But they were free. Childhood. Good memories, bad ones too. What are you going to do? Life. Who's assigning the value to these things? Let me just have this. My goodness. Not a fan of that. All of the turtles are on the floor now. We'll be right back. Alright, here's a quick little out-of-the-package overview. Comes with all of this noise here. We'll take a closer look at the look of the figure. Check out his articulation there, the accessories that it comes with. And then it's comparison palooza. Throw him up with all these other Leonardos I've got. And then I'll get out of your hair, but you can't get to the end without going through the middle.
It's pizza time.
You're rushing, honey. You're gonna choke. Getting closer to the lips of lusty leader Leonardo. I'm really sort of enjoying the funky, fun-forward aesthetic of the new movie. this toy seems to give you sort of the rough idea of all of that. If you're looking at the posters and the trailers and stuff, you can see there's a lot more intricate detail going on here. But this is mostly just cast plastic pieces. I believe these the bandana stuff, these are going to be painted here. And then the paintwork up at the face here, this looks really nice. Pretty clean hits here. Some teeth showing. Kind of a larger bandana on his little turtle head. This is sculpted here. This is soft. This does not move, but these are a softer piece, a little belt overlay. How it would do. You got these big fat pins running through the thing, but you know, it is what it is. Where they did apply paint, it all looks fairly clean here. The L on the belt, some little shuriken attached, buckle here. As usual, he's got sort of the over-the-shoulder strap happening here for the scabbards for those swords, you know. Some sculpted detail in the shell, and I even see like little bits of damage in that. Sculpted, but you know, a guy could go over it with a little more paint if he wanted to. Down here at the legs, a little bit lumpy. I dig the slight asymmetry as well. Got these knee pad things going on here. Looks like just cast plastic and then a little hit of blue paint there. Big fat peg holes on the bottoms of the feet. Overall, I personally enjoy it. I really like this bright green, and I think it's looking pretty accurate to the movie. Checking out that articulation, this is just like a basic $10 figure. A lot of single joints going on here. The head is just pegged onto this huge ball, so it's only gonna rotate. You get a little bit of swivel on there, actually. Kinda cool. I think if they were gonna go a little extra anywhere, you know, it could be at the head, just for that extra dimension of attitude. Of course, ninja type characters, butterfly shoulders would be cool, just to give you a little extra rocking in there. But otherwise, it's just on a hinge there, and it will rotate freely all the way around. Comes out to the sides. They'll even come better than that, you know. Single jointed elbow, but it's a hinge and a swivel, so you at least get it to swivel like that. There's no hinge at the wrist, though. It's just pegged in and will spin all the way around. Just the two hands here, basically set to grip the swords. What else do you need there, you know? The torso piece is just a single. It's not hiding any cut or anything like that. But the bottom of the shell here is a little bit soft. How they usually do. The back is not, though. That's raw quad. Some hard plastic, softer belt. Down here at the legs, you can see this is just hinged as well. So they will come up or forward depending on the way you orient that thing. Big fat visible pegs again there, but you're not going to have that here because these are single jointed knees with a hinge and a swivel, so it'll move around a little bit. It gets kind of obstructed by this pad, the way it forms a shell. It kind of hides that knee hinge though, which is kind of cool. Down here you do have a cut at the ankle, but it just rotates, so you're not going to get any kind of rocker or anything like that. But the way that they've sculpted these, I mean, he stands pretty well. You can crouch that kind of low, twist, get him into some decent poses here, holding the swords. I think it's honestly pretty solid articulation for a $10 figure. Think about what Hasbro would give you, and they want more than $10. I'm talking about those nasty little retro units, you know. This is a much better use of your money, I think, if you're trying to get some kind of wicked sick rocker ankles. I would always prefer some rocker ankles or something for that, you know. As far as accessories, he comes with the classic katana blades, of which he wields two. If I look closer here, you know, it's plastic here, and it looks like this is probably the painted part, the handle. Just a little brown. But if I look closer, it looks as though it's just edged on one side, which is more common. Traditionally, the old, like, 80s Leonardo, he wielded, it was a double-edged katana. Much harder to wield effectively. You got to be careful. You can't put your hand up here or something. You know, it's got an edge on both sides. I don't know that is the case here. And they're both swords are identical. In the promo posters and stuff, they have little extra detail, things scratched into the handle, and he's writing things on them, and so on. They're teenagers. They're teenagers. But these look good. I like that there's an extra color involved. And then you get this sprue here where they're all just gray. Probably I'll just leave them on here. It comes with 3 kunai, the shuriken, the pizza, ooze canister. It looks like it's got like a handle here. That's probably smart for it being such a volatile compound. It looks like it didn't work out though. It seems to be cracked and oozing something. And then we get this gnarly looking like homemade dagger over here. Pretty friggin' cool, honestly. For $10, you get all these accessories. You know what I mean? Even a little baby turtle. Look at that sucker. It's supposed to represent, Leonardo before he was mutated. Even has a hole in the bottom there. I'm not sure why. But it's just a cast plastic green. It's really nicely sculpted, though. I wonder if all of the turtles, if these are unique for each of the turtles. Better than figures that cost over twice the price, as far as what we were getting for accessories here. Alright, now the Playmates Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem Movie Leonardo stands just over 4.5 inches tall, maybe like 4 5/8. If I straightened his legs out all the way, he might be 4 3/4. Funny thing, you look at pictures online and they have a drawing telling you that this is 4.5 inches. I'm here with a ruler next to it, man. They're not measuring it. The pictures I'm talking about aren't measuring it. They put the figure down and drew a picture of 4.5 inches, and they're just straight up trying to feed you a lie. A lie. Look at it right here, friends. Okay, time for some comparisons. Strap in, because it's gonna be a healthy one. Kicking it off here with a couple of my other favorite friends, Ninja Turtle inspiration, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Daredevil, and fellow mutant Wolverine. No, wait, I got a better one. Teenage Mutants, Hank McCoy and Jean Grey. How about a couple in a smaller scale, the Hasbro Marvel Universe, Adam Warlock and Thanos. The Fwoosh Articulated Icons Feudal Series Ninja, and the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Pelvicus. Fellow sword fetishists, and friends all around. Alright, I'll stop jerking you around. It's the NECA Toys Ninja Turtles, Cartoon April O'Neil, and Foot Soldier. For some vintage Playmates love, we have Leatherhead and Usagi Yojimbo. Alright, here we go. Vintage 1988 Leonardo, and the 2012 version from... I guess they didn't end up quite looking like that, but that's not a bad figure. Both from Playmates. Also from 2012, it is the Playmates Super Articulated Troglodyte Turtle, and 2019's DC Collectibles Leonardo from the crossover with Batman, based on the look in the animated movie. The Loyal Subjects Best Action Leonardo, and the Super 7 TMNT Ultimates version. You're okay, friend. My favorite turtles from the modern era, of course, it is the NECA Toys 87 cartoon Leonardo and the 1990 movie version. Am I just gonna keep saying Leonardo like 19 times? One more. Alright, wrapping it up. From Fury Toys, we feature the Worthy One. And the Marvel Legends Morning Coffee, mostly Bucky, Cap, Deadpool. Alright, so end of the day, I do dig this thing, but it is pretty much what I expected. It's just the cheapy Playmates version for the movie, and they iterate on these things as it goes. They are, better articulation wise and everything than the stuff from the 80s that I grew up with, but that's the stuff that really speaks to me. It's not like I go out buying all the iterations of the Playmates Turtles over the years. I did get the 2012 one. I happened to be there. I was just kind of getting into this game. And if you have this, honestly, it's like all the same articulation cuts. They really haven't evolved it since then, but it's perfectly serviceable. And $9.99, I do think it's worth every bit of that. It's got the swords, they look nice. They could use all those little details they're featuring in there, but that's not what this stuff is about. You might get that from a NECA release or somewhere else down the line, but for now it's these from Playmates Toys. They're, essentially the kids things. I don't mean to be insulting about that. It's just versus like a $40 NECA release. This is something different. But I really like this bright green color, and I even like the smell. You smell toxic. And I like that any of you have chosen to stick around and watch this video. I hope that it's helped you maybe make a decision for yourself. I know it's not a huge deal to part with the $10 over it, and probably a lot of us are just sort of doing it on a whim. Leonardo, he's my jam, so I'll pick him up. But am I going all in on the line? I am not. That pizza launching turtle van sure looks cool though. But maybe one of these other videos does to you. Want to check one of those out? Maybe subscribe to this channel for more. See you guys later. Thanks.